Shine down!
Time to go.
Be able to see Milu perform again.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend, so we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also...
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message.
All right. Everything also went smoothly on my side. To avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait, you mean...
Well, what else?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them, you...
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be much of a talker either.
Employer?
Yep, the Traveler hired me. That's right.
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu.
Hey, everyone.
Not at all. I was actually just...
But you also look like you're up to no...
Welcome, Nilu.
Huh? You mean...
Yes. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance?
Huh? I can't... Oh, right. I must, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Cook.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we find...
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said.
Thankfully, I've had...
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early
Okay. So I can.
Yep, good night, everyone! Today is the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Alhaitham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Yeah.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. What about you, Alhaitham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Hyman's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So,
Don't forget, today is Niagarbaha Day. Arguably the sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the academia's when the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. That's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our... If precedence holds, the academia should have already started preparing for Niagarbaha Day.
everyone should be in position.
Let's go.
So are we...
Yes. We're...
Paimon can't think of a...
Please, wait.
That's me.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. Also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at...
What did you say?
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my...
Is that so? The sages... So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you.
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your...
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, They will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if...
Is this the...
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is...
there are a lot of students...
The academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. Just act natural.
What's this...
It's a lift that academia personnel...
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right now. We...
You think the Grand Sage will exit? And after he does...
Who knows? However...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind... Do not tell me you believed the academia, an eyewitness had informed...
Great Sage. I didn't expect...
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far... It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do... Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly... The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
This place is crawling with guards.
All right then, traveler. Today is Nagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities. You seem to... If that is so, then you should be praising our great...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our... Creating a god. Yeah, if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is... We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, gods exist on a plane that far eclipses. Care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the academia. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of...
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they not only are they acting against the academia...
I'll hate them.
Anyway, I've brought... Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler.
I'll hate them. We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. As it is needed.
Will be monitored.
With the Akasha's calculation to put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under Are you not familiar with the concept that... In any case, you are
You're
despicable. Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose your ploy was to...
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been...
First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Rebat. However, judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General...
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler... If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to...
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of... Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar...
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our...
What? Why do we want to get...
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk she poses to them. Once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida!
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk... There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal! Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. When did it first start? Oh, right. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons... Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you.
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done? Yep! So that means...
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to date.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested...
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
always remember that your safety comes first. And don't forget that you're the star of Zubair Theater!
Unusual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends.
Ooh, that sounds...
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't...
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their tests...
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh, well, I guess it does sound like something the academia would do.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Do you want some candy? We have...
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and
Yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that It's a time-tested trick of his! Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyargarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get them...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan's...
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous...
All right. After the guards in the academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for me and my Here they come. Did you see that, Raman?
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the academia...
With a lioness like you, the prey...
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only...
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation, following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach them a good lesson today.
Indeed. The trap has been...
All right, let's each take a road and...
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything.
You've got a point.
Good luck.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isaac? When the—
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Relax. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention.
Okay.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isaac.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do now?
Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad. Where should I go? Oh, how is this possible? There's also...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad.
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali. Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and...
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you? Who are you? Did you set us up? What are...
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not...
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. Or, after stepping into our trap, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City.
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This...
This is odd. The Academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarba. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen...
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the...
Arrest? I have an ominous...
arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that...
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? What? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the... What manner of trickery did they employ? Disappear. Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has the Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the traveler that Alhaitham? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. Have you been to the Sanctuary of...
Confirm? No. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but how can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord...
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical... Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino. The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me.
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would...
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives? Thinking about it, at least Paimon... When Paimon thinks of Nahida
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tiring than whacking them. I'm exhausted.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed the Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so he probably does too. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Suristhana. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you know? Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.